Carson Beavis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Blue. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back to throw now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down. They'll throw for it. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys.
We've set it down from 37. Blue here from the pistol. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist name taken. It's a good and a bad. The good there, courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
70 Denver will ready.
Right up the gut. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. here. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Let's go.
You just get the play off. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
AC Gardner.
Hand off to the back. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Ready.
They give it to him again. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. He goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 on the play.
They'll run for this. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Here we go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jets now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Nevis with a point after. And the Jets drive their lead to 11.
14. Cowboys 3. Harrison Nevis to kick off.
Nevis ready to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Who gets the handoff? And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll work against the blitz. Defense is too much here, and the Jets drag him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Ready.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Check. Here we go. Hurt. 60. Check.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. They want him again. He goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Well, we call that protection lookout. Like the O-line yelling back at the quarterback, look out! Because they have no answer right now with back-to-back sacks by the defense. They've got this crew offensively guessing.
That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. And they're whistling for a stop here. And that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance.
On the double.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Randall. 18 Randall. Come next. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60.
Back now, pressure coming. For big yards on the right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. Step 60, 80, 65, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Down. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, start. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Play fake. It's Milton. Rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Trade. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. That one is caught. Morton has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Escapes a defender. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
So first and 10 now from the 30. I'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
They'll air it out on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that. It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Back all 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Working the throw. Finds him on the slant. Still going inside the 35. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Has this at the 6. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Go.
Milton now. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On the jump.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Viking 18. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. 19 Lions.
Here's Milton. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Is a dive up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Brooks. 18 Pioneer. 65 Kevin Pirates. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
19 Tiger. 19.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60. Riggs. Riggs.
Milton now on 3rd down. And he takes it down to the 33. Putting 24 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do